What is going on, everybody? Now, before I get on with the battle, I just want to say that this battle was a bit longer, this battle was drawn out, so it was a lot longer than expected. So if it kind of sounds like I'm just trying to like push through this narration a bit or not fully into it, because I'm kind of not, because I just don't like battles that are drawn on longer than they should have been, and this was one of those battles. So apologize if my narration, like if I just feel like I'm trying to shove through this narration a little bit. But anywho, this is an NU match, as you could probably see by the team preview. My opponent was someone by the name of EggsUh2, found him on the Smoke and Battle Finder, and yeah. So anyways, I don't know how much longer this team preview is gonna go on, but I've been seeing a lot of live parts in NU lately. I don't like it because they're all parafusion, and some of them even have dark pulse to add the flinch factor in, which makes it even more annoying. But anywho, on with the battle. So I'm just gonna lead off with my tank here because kind of my standard lead for this team as he leads off with the slide part, and I figured he was just gonna go for the taunt right off the bat to keep me from setting up my rocks, seeing as he has two Pokemon weak to the rocks and no spinner. So I'm just gonna go for the brick break as he actually just swaggers me right off the bat. Not gonna complain about that because I do break through the confusion and I will be able to very easily clean out the slide part. So yeah. Anywho, in comes the Weezing. And I know that he has no reason to bring in Weezing other than the fact that he would want to burn my Metang. So I'm going to go into my knocked out here, take the burn, and then that way I could Psycho Shift it back to him, get some residual damage off on that thing. And yeah, because residual damage is always nice on bulky Pokemon. So I'm just going to go for Nightshades here over Roost because I know that Weezing carry Pain Split because it's pretty much their best way of recovery outside of Leftovers or Black Sludge. So no point in me going for the Roost because the more HP I get back, the more HP he gets back, and the fact that Weezing don't have a lot of HP and Knocked Out has a lot of HP means that, well, like I said, the more HP I have, the more HP he gets back, and then the more HP he gets back, the more HP I lose. Just what Pain Split does. So I'm just going for Nightshades here. Pretty sure I threw in an Air Slash in there somewhere to try to get a flinch. Obviously that didn't work. So with the Nightshade, finishing him off, and that is a dead Weezing. So in comes his Electabuzz, and I decided, you know what, I just kind of want to preserve Knocked Out because I could probably use it as a pivot switch later. Plus I don't have to worry about switching in and out because of the fact that he doesn't have rocks on his team. So went into my Zebstrika figuring that maybe he would want to like Volt Switch or Thunderbolt, whatever, just go for an electric type move so I could go into my Zebstrika, get the Lightning Rod, get the +1 special attack. That wasn't the case, so right here I just decided to go for the Overheat over any other move because I figured that if he wants to stay in, then I can hit Electabuzz for some powerful neutral damage. If he wants to switch out, then I can hit whatever wants to switch in with powerful damage. Figured it was going to be his Regice because it's his specially defensive wall, and I figured he wouldn't go into his Whiscash because why would I go for Thunderbolt on Electabuzz? So anywho, go into my Metang because one, I'm locked into Overheat because specs, and two, Metang is pretty the best thing I have to take on Regice at the moment. So go for Toxic, go for the Toxic first because since Regice is a wall, like I said, it's nice to get the residual damage off on bulky Pokemon, and Regice is one of those Pokemon. So go into my Knocked Out here, figuring that maybe he would want to go for the Earthquake just to try to get some good damage off on my Metang. So went into Knocked Out. Just Dragon Dance is really no big deal because I'm just using my Knocked Out as a pivot switch at the moment. So yeah, anyway, Dragon Dance, Waterfall, I'm a dead Knocked Out. Oh well. So yeah, anywho, now I'm just gonna go into my Credilli after turn effects, and here's Kenny. Hi Kenny, how are you? Fuck you, Wiz. Yeah, so anywho, right here I'm gonna go for Recover because I know that I can take one +1 Earthquake from this thing just because Credilli just has that much natural bulk, plus it's neutral, so I know I can take one. Turns out his Earthquake does 50%, so I know that I could take another one, so that's why I'm gonna go for a Curse here. One, because, well, I know I can take an Earthquake. Two, I figured, hey, he was going to go for a Dragon Dance, predicting me to go for the Recover so he could get a free Dragon Dance up. But go for a Curse, so that Dragon Dance is pretty much nullified. Because +1 attack, I get +1 defense. Okay, I don't need to explain it really. So, right here, I believe I go for another curse, knowing that I could take an earthquake pretty well, and then I could take another one right after that. So I go for my second curse here, as I do take that earthquake. And then this turtle here, I know toxic damage is racking up, but I'm just hoping that he survives one more turn of toxic, because if he does, then that means I can take another earthquake from this thing, and then I could go for the recover, get most of my HP back, and then he would die off the poison next turn. And fortunately enough, he does survive the poison, so I do survive the earthquake. I get the recover off, and that pretty much leaves my Cordelia at +2 and almost full HP, and that's a dead wish cache. So, I'm just getting his name. Like during the battle, I figured that his name was like, okay, maybe he's just some kind of like, you know, that's kind of what the thing means, but I'm just now getting the wish cache's nickname. But anyways, in comes Electablaze. He goes for the Focus Blast. Unfortunately, he misses. But I guess that's kind of the cost of running Focus Blast. Sometimes you actually a lot of the times you miss with Focus Blast. But yeah, and he'll finish him off with a recover. Crit didn't matter. But anyways, the Swoobat is another case where the battle gets dragged on a lot because of the fact that I missed my Stone Edge. So that means he gets a free sub off, which in turn means he gets a free Calm Mind. But from this point on, I actually get pretty lucky with Stone Edges because I hit just about all of them, so to speak. Pretty much, yeah. I think I only missed one somewhere along the lines. But going for Stone Edges on the subs, I keep on hitting, so that means he's not getting a free sub off, which means he's not getting a free Calm Mind, so that's cool. But yeah. Anywho, just Stone Edging this thing in the face, and that's fun. And yeah, really not much going on here aside from Stone Edging and breaking subs and stuff. But anyways. I think I go for one more Stone Edge, break this sub, and I think he just goes for a Psychic, because I know that I could take a +2 Psychic from this thing, or if he wants to go for Air Slash, I'm pretty sure I could take that too, maybe, assuming he doesn't flinch. But I miss my Stone Edge here, which is another case which drags on the battle, because also the fact that he gets a crit right here, because if he got the crit, if he didn't get the crit, I'm pretty sure I could have taken another Psychic. And then I could have had a chance to KO that thing. So I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball here as he goes for a sub. I get a crit. Don't know how much that mattered because of the fact that even with +2 special defense, Swoobat is not the bulkiest of all things. So yeah. Either way, I do survive a Psychic because Mr. Vis is just bulky. That's what Mr. Vis does. It takes hits. And then kill that thing off with a Shadow Ball. So in comes the Regice, and this Regice is like the prime case of him dragging on this battle because I have Metang and I have Floatzel left, both of which have super effective moves against this thing. I have Meteor Mash, which is stab super effective against Metang. Metang, it can't Toxic Metang. Ice Beam is resisted. So I'm figuring, okay, you know what, he's just gonna keep on going for Ice Beams, realizing they lost. He goes for the rest. Like, okay, you should just admit the fact that you lost right here because, I mean, I have 2 Pokemon that can hit you with super effective damage. Like, I don't know if he was thinking that maybe Floatzel didn't have a super effective move against that thing because most of them do carry Brick Break for Steel types. But, like, really, why is he dragging on this battle? I do not get that. But, going to Metang, and I'm going to go for Meteor Mash. And I missed the first Meteor Mash, which is, that's just dragging on the battle even more. So, Meteor Mash does 50% to this thing, and he still thinks, oh, I missed this Meteor Mash, which drags it on. So, yeah, stupid. He goes for a Thunderbolt, cleans out my Metang with a crit, which sucks. So, yeah, anywho, I'm just going to bring my Floatzel here. Adamant, Choice Band, very easy going to clean this thing out with a Brick Break. And that will be the game. So good game, EggsUh2. And yeah, so anywho, this battle, it should have easily been a good 5, maybe 6 turns shorter. But it wasn't because people like to drag on battles even though they know that they lost. Which I just don't like. So, yeah. Anywho, that's about that for this battle. So, I guess if you enjoyed this match, then feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to show the like button some love, and if you are not subscribed to me already and you want to see more battles such as this in the near future, then feel free to click that subscribe button right above. So, oh yeah, also I'll have another Majora's Mask part uploaded tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm probably getting the habit of uploading a new one every Wednesday. So, yeah. Anywho, with all that stuff being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment. Definitely don't forget to like, and do not forget to subscribe.